So before we get into Cisco, and I'm going to tie this to AI and a lot of things that some people probably aren't thinking about. I want to go over Shells. You know what? You're right. One of these days we will get into it. Yeah, Tommy's probably out there partying, having a good time. Just so we are on the same page, everybody. I started covering Cisco back in 2022. In 2022, I wrote my first article when it was at 56. Recently, and if you can see, I've never not been bullish on Cisco. Recently, they got slaughtered on the previous earnings. And I came out with an article on February 13th saying that nobody was pricing in their AI build out. Cisco is now up 36.97% since then, while the S&P is up 8.93%. I still believe Cisco is very exciting. A lot of people think it's boring, boring. The reality is you need networking infrastructure for the AI revolution. So what happened? Cisco reported their Q3 fiscal year 2026 earnings. Stocks up 15% in extended hours. Chels, you have done so much. Thank you. You certainly did not need to do that. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Chels is a superstar. What else can I say? Absolute superstar. Lena, what's going on? We will take this. Hold on one second, everybody. I am live, Nostalgianomics. How are you? I am live. And I did not put it on mute. What is going on? All right, I'll call you later. What time are you streaming? All right, later. All right. Nostalgianomics and I are working on a project for Alternative Asset Weekly. Now Chris Patel is calling me. Chris, I'm live. Can I call you back? Okay, bye. I don't know why everybody wants to call me while I'm live. I guess it's a payback from when I used to call Mid and Tanner, not realizing they were live. Upper, thank you very much. You too kind. You did not have to do that. I truly appreciate it. Thank you. Next Lambo for Maddie, 2029. Matt could go get a Lambo right now with what Rocket Lab has done, just so everybody is aware. Anyway, Cisco Systems revenue, $15.84 billion, up 12% year over year. GAAP EPS, 85 cents. Non-GAAP, $1.06. The revenue by segment. And this is where people get things mistaken. Everybody thinks Cisco's some boring hardware company, okay? It's not. It's not. Networking equipment did grow 25% year over year. $8.82 billion, okay? They have built out a security and services business on top of that is not hardware. I know firsthand, I know way too much about that company because they used to be one of my vendors, okay? I've negotiated against them, partnered with them. They're a phenomenal company. Their security and services are top notch, in my opinion. Their security products, $2 billion this quarter. Services, $3.72 billion. That's almost $6 billion in non-networking equipment revenue. Absolutely incredible. They also had collaboration at $1 billion and observability at $269 million. What is going on here? Rusty, thank you so much. I don't know if we can say Rocket Lab to zero anymore. I'm officially a shareholder. Um, I'm going to have an official share hanging on the wall behind me. I think it's downstairs. I got to go get it. So we can't say Rocket Lab to zero anymore. I'm a shareholder due to Miss Chells. Thank you. Amber, what's going on? Steve is going to be right about this year going to be an everything rally after this big run and AI stocks get maxed out. The rest of the year, all the great values will be going up second half. I did say this was going to be an everything rally year. We'll see. Got a lot of time left. I could be wrong. Got a lot of time left. Charles, I actually found something for you. I will hit you up later. Anyway, total product orders. And this is where it starts getting interesting. 35% year over year. Excluding the hyperscalers, it was up 19%. The networking product orders accelerated more than 50% year over year. The data center switching orders are up 40% year over year. This is incredible. Here's the AI infrastructure number that's moving Cisco, in my opinion. Cisco raised the fiscal year 2026 AI infrastructure outlook from the hyperscalers. The prior number for all orders was 5 billion. They've already done 5.3 billion year to date, and 9 billion is the new number for fiscal year 26. Look at Lena Ganner steps in. Oh, Matt. Matt. I don't know what we're going to do with you, Matt. I don't know what we're going to do with you. Cisco's AI revenue, 3 billion was the prior read. Now they're guiding for 4 billion. The 9 billion order target is 1 billion plus above where the street had it. The guidance was raised across the board. Fiscal year 26 guide is now 62.8 to 63 billion. The prior guide was 61.2 to 61.7. They're up 1.3 billion on the high end. 1.3 billion. Margins, gross margin 66%. Operating cash flow 3.8 billion in Q3. Cash and investments 16.6 billion. Now we talk about the RPO for the hyperscalers. How about for Cisco? The RPO $43.5 billion, up 4%. Incredible. Product RPO plus 6%. Long-term product RPO, 11.7 billion. I mean, this is a big backlog for them. Capital, and here's something that everybody should love. Capital return in Q3, $2.9 billion. 1.7 billion in dividends, 1.3 billion in buybacks. 16 million shares at an average of $80.28. There is also 9.6 billion left on the remaining buyback authorization. So we're going to look at two very specific things right now with Cisco. And this is something I never understood. My first pitch when Amit hosted Finance Junkies was Cisco Systems, and I bought everybody on that show a share. I hope they still have it. This is a company that for some reason was unloved because it was an old world company. You look at the cash from operations and then CapEx. This is a company that since 2016 has been doing 10 billion plus in free cash flow. But you want to know what else they've been doing? Look at the dividends and buybacks. Buybacks every year, buybacks. And in 2018, 2019, They did $40 billion between those 2 years in buybacks. They also have increased how much they pay out in the dividends. If we go to the TTM, I mean, 7.7 billion in the TTM, which we have 9 fresh months of data. 7.2 billion last year, 6.8 billion the year before, 4.9 billion, 8.4 billion. This company is a repurchasing machine. The dividends, I don't know why nobody liked this company. I mean, look at this. Look at this dividend history. This is a dividend growth machine. I should have bought more. I own it. I should have bought more. 14 consecutive years of dividend growth, 5-year dividend growth rate of 2.62%, payout ratio of 41.1%. I mean, there's really nothing not to like about Cisco. So now my duty is to try this, find the next Cisco, is what I got to do. Chels, it's going to be ready for Sunday. Nice. Very nice. Let me know when so I can retweet it and stuff. I need to find the next cash cow that is being just absolutely disrespected. I feel like Cisco is so easy to be in. Oh my God. Now it's 18.62% up. Cisco is now 120. Cisco is now 120. Cisco is no longer a company plagued by its past. Cisco is no longer a company. It took, and this is where great companies, there we go. This is where great companies can do everything right and have everything go wrong.